I always thought of myself growing up that I was going to be an artist when I was a little girl. And what are you going to be when you grow up? I'm going to be an artist. And I thought that I knew why, because my uncle was an artist. But he was not a blood uncle. And yet, my reward comes now from other artists. My training is in art. I have an MFA in painting. And when I moved here, I wanted to know other artists, and I didn't know who they were, where they were. But I had been in public television. And so I made my way to public television, and in a minute I was coordinating the art part of the auction, and then I got to start meeting artists, and I found out that I liked the socializing side of art more than I liked the quiet side of art. It's hard for me to face a blank canvas. I have no problem facing a blank piece of paper, but a blank canvas is hard. And I said I wasn't going to change the course of art history. So I would rather find other artists who I think are doing a good job having their say. And it's all sharing what I love and hoping that I can pass this along.
I'm Stuart. I'm Joan's husband, and I can't tell you how privileged I feel to be able to stand here on this spot, on this occasion, and say some nice things about my girl. I thank my lucky stars every day, and also J-Dave, for causing me to cross paths with Joan Davidow and whatever caused her to invite me into her world. I was a sports guy, still am, and at my age, contemporary art was a sharp left turn in my life. I have found it to be, had such a fun flavor. And here's what you get when you get to hang out with Joan Davidow. You get, first of all, a tremendous exposure to contemporary art. I can now say that I know Richard Tuttle from Richard Serra. I previously wouldn't have known him from Richard Nixon or Richard Simmons. And I really enjoy it. You get to hang out with a person of indomitable spirit. She really believes that no is another word for saying hello. Her web address is ideaaminute.net, and I promise you it is not an exaggeration. She's the kind of person, if you give her a half a glass of water, you're not going to get this half full or half empty stuff. You're going to get, my, what a magnificent piece of crystal. And look how the light plays through the water. And if you give her an empty glass, you're going to get fabulous, a minimalist. And that's the attitude that got us to this place, in this building. And finally, what you get when you hang out with Joan Davidow is you get a leader who is so open and caring and passionate that she creates this atmosphere around her that is rich and fertile, and things grow, and people grow. This place grew from the heart and soul and imagination and passion of Joan Davidow. And people grow. I hear it all the time. Certainly I feel like I did, and I hear people come up to her and telephone calls and letters of past interns and staff and volunteers and artists and other people in the art community and the art profession who will thank her and appreciate the time they got to spend and their personal growth that they experienced while they were hanging out with Joan Davidow. So what I'm most grateful for is this. Dallas Contemporary, you all are going to miss Joan Davidow, but I get that much more of her.